You wake up to a quiet house in the soft light of morning. Everything seems normal. No pain, no dizziness, no illness. But then something feels off. Your legs hesitate as you step out of bed. Not weak exactly, just unfamiliar. You reach for your glass of water, and your hand gives the smallest, oddest tremble. You pause and ask yourself, why is my body acting like this? You've been doing what you're supposed to, eating balanced meals, staying active, keeping up with checkups. And yet, there's a quiet feeling beneath the surface. A strange disconnect. Not a crisis, but a whisper. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Many older adults feel this subtle shift, a loss of physical confidence that doesn't come with a diagnosis, but still changes the way you move through the day. This isn't your imagination, and it's not your fault. This quiet change has a name: sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle that affects millions of people over 60. But here's the real message: it's not irreversible. In fact, with the right support and habits, strength can return. In today's video, we'll explore what's really happening in your muscles and what you can do to reclaim your power, starting with your next meal. Understanding sarcopenia. If you've ever noticed that walking upstairs feels just a little harder, or that your legs don't quite respond the way they used to when you get out of a chair, you may be experiencing something far more common and more serious than simple aging. It's called sarcopenia, and it's one of the most overlooked threats to health and independence after 60. Sarcopenia is the gradual, progressive loss of muscle mass, strength, and function as we get older. The World Health Organization now classifies it as a real medical condition, not just a side effect of aging, and for good reason. Muscle isn't just about movement. It's your foundation for balance, mobility, metabolism, and even immune support. What makes sarcopenia especially dangerous is its silent nature. It doesn't hit you like a heart attack or an infection. It sneaks in. You might not even notice the decline until simple things, like carrying groceries, rising from a low couch, or walking across the yard, start taking more effort than they should. Statistically, the average person can lose up to 3 to 8% of muscle mass per decade after 30, and the rate accelerates after 60. That might not sound like much at first, but over time, it adds up to significant losses in strength, coordination, and independence. What's even more surprising, sarcopenia doesn't just affect people who are sedentary. It can happen to people who walk daily, eat well, and consider themselves healthy. Why? Because movement alone isn't enough, and not all calories build muscle, especially as the body becomes less efficient at absorbing and using protein. But here's the good news: muscle is incredibly responsive. Even after 70, your body can rebuild and maintain strength with the right support through specific nutrients, balanced meals, and targeted movement. Recognizing sarcopenia early is the first step, because the truth is, you're not just getting older. You may be getting a signal, a quiet nudge from your body that says, "I still have strength left in me, but I need your help to bring it back." Good news. Here's something you don't hear often enough. Losing muscle after 60 isn't a life sentence. It's not a one-way street. In fact, studies have shown that muscle can be rebuilt well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond, and often faster than people expect. Muscle is one of the most adaptable tissues in the human body. It responds to challenge, to nourishment, to care. You don't need intense workouts or expensive programs. What you need is consistency, the right nutrients, and movement that matches your ability, even if it's just bodyweight exercises, resistance bands, or walking with intention. The key is targeted action, protein-rich meals spaced throughout the day, small amounts of resistance-based movement, and gentle activities that stimulate balance and stability. This combination doesn't just preserve your strength, it actively rebuilds it. Many seniors who begin adding these simple habits notice real improvements: steadier steps, stronger posture, fewer moments of fatigue, and more importantly, a sense of confidence returning to everyday life. So if you felt your strength slipping away, don't believe the myth that it's too late. Your body hasn't given up. It's just waiting for you to send the right signals. And with a few changes, it will respond powerfully. The 9 foods that rebuild your strength. From breakfast to bedtime. 1. Quinoa, the tiny grain with muscle-building power. You might walk right past it in the grocery store, but quinoa is one of the most powerful foods you can add to your plate, especially after 60. What makes it so special? Unlike most plant-based foods, quinoa is a complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to repair and rebuild muscle. That's a rare quality in the plant world, and it's a game changer for older adults trying to regain strength without relying on heavy meat-based diets. But the benefits don't stop there. Quinoa is also packed with magnesium, which supports muscle function and helps reduce cramps and stiffness, common complaints as we age. It also delivers iron, which helps carry oxygen to your muscles, keeping your energy levels more stable throughout the day. What's even better? It's easy to digest and extremely versatile. Swap out white rice or pasta for quinoa. Toss it into a salad, stir it into soup, or serve it as a warm breakfast bowl with fruit and nuts. A single cup of cooked quinoa contains about 8 grams of high-quality protein, plus fiber to support digestion and nutrient absorption. Small seed, big impact, especially for aging muscles that are ready to rebuild. 2. Walnuts, nature's anti-inflammatory muscle defender. When it comes to protecting aging muscles, what you don't eat is just as important as what you do. And one of the biggest enemies of muscle loss after 60? Chronic inflammation and high cortisol levels. The body's stress hormone that, when elevated too long, quietly breaks down muscle tissue. This is where walnuts shine. These humble nuts are one of the richest plant-based sources of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically ALA, which has been shown to help calm inflammation throughout the body. That matters because inflammation, even without obvious pain, can silently interfere with muscle repair and trigger tissue breakdown. Walnuts also offer a powerful combo of vitamin E and polyphenols, natural antioxidants that act like armor for your muscle cells, protecting them from stress and damage. And for older adults dealing with long-term stress, walnuts may help regulate cortisol levels, giving your muscles a better chance to recover and rebuild. Just a small handful, about 1 ounce a day, is enough to see real benefits. Toss them into oatmeal, yogurt, leafy salads, or enjoy them as a satisfying afternoon snack. They're not just heart healthy, they're muscle protective fuel, especially for seniors seeking strength and resilience from the inside out. 3. Blueberries, tiny berries, powerful muscle protection. They may be small, but blueberries pack a punch, especially when it comes to shielding aging muscles from damage and accelerating recovery. As we age, even gentle physical activity can create microscopic tears in muscle tissue. That's normal and part of the rebuilding process. But if your body is constantly battling oxidative stress, It slows down repair and leaves muscles stiff, sore, and slower to recover. That's where blueberries come in. These vibrant little berries are rich in anthocyanins, the compounds that give them their deep color and their power. Anthocyanins act like natural bodyguards, fighting off free radicals that cause oxidative stress and inflammation inside your muscles. The result? Faster recovery, less soreness, and more energy to stay active. Blueberries also provide a healthy dose of vitamin C, which supports collagen production, a critical protein for keeping your muscles, tendons, and joints strong and flexible. Plus, they're a good source of potassium, a mineral essential for proper muscle contraction and hydration balance. Try adding a cup of fresh or frozen blueberries to your morning oatmeal, smoothies, or yogurt. They taste sweet, but their benefits are anything but soft. Think of them as daily defense for your muscle health, and a delicious one at that. 4. Flax seeds, tiny seeds with big anti-inflammatory power. When it comes to preserving muscle as we age, internal inflammation is often the hidden culprit. Even without obvious swelling or pain, low-grade inflammation can silently chip away at muscle repair and keep your body stuck in a cycle of fatigue and weakness. That's why flax seeds deserve a spot in your daily routine. These tiny golden or brown seeds are one of nature's richest sources of ALA, a plant-based omega-3 fatty acid that helps cool down inflammation throughout the body. And that's just the beginning. Flax seeds also contain powerful compounds called lignans, which act as antioxidants. Think of lignans as microscopic shields, protecting your muscle cells from wear, tear, and free radical damage that accumulate with age. But perhaps one of their most overlooked benefits? Digestive support. Flax seeds are loaded with both soluble and insoluble fiber, which help keep your gut healthy and improve nutrient absorption. That means your body can make better use of the proteins, vitamins, and minerals you're already eating. For best results, always use ground flax seeds. Your body can't fully digest whole seeds. Add 1 to 2 tablespoons to smoothies, oatmeal, or yogurt. It's a small daily habit with muscle protective benefits that reach far beneath the surface. 5. Cottage cheese, nighttime nutrition that feeds your muscles. While you sleep. When the lights go out and your body enters rest mode, one critical process kicks into high gear: muscle repair. But if your body runs out of nutrients overnight, especially protein, it can start breaking down muscle instead of building it. That's why cottage cheese is one of the smartest bedtime snacks for adults over 60. Cottage cheese is rich in casein protein, a slow-digesting protein that releases amino acids gradually throughout the night. Think of it like a slow drip of nourishment for your muscles while you sleep, keeping them fed, protected, and supported during the body's most active recovery window. This is especially important as we age, because nighttime muscle loss can become more pronounced when protein intake is inconsistent or poorly timed. Cottage cheese helps bridge that gap, giving your body steady support while you rest. Even better, it also provides vitamin B12, which supports nerve function and helps improve communication between your brain and muscles, a critical factor in maintaining balance and coordination later in life. Aim for a small bowl, about 1/2 cup, of low-sodium, unsweetened cottage cheese in the evening. Pair it with a few walnuts or blueberries for extra benefits. It's not just a snack, it's overnight muscle insurance in a bowl. 6. Greek yogurt, protein. Meets probiotics for better digestion and muscle support. As we age, digestion and nutrient absorption become less efficient, which can quietly sabotage our efforts to stay strong and energized, even if we're eating all the right foods. That's where Greek yogurt comes in. a simple, creamy powerhouse food that delivers a double benefit for older adults. First, it's rich in high-quality protein, especially casein, which digests slowly and helps maintain steady amino acid levels throughout the day. Just 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt provides around 20 grams of protein, enough to make a meaningful impact on muscle preservation and recovery. But what makes Greek yogurt truly unique is its natural content of probiotics, live, beneficial bacteria that support gut health. Why does that matter for your muscles? Because a healthy gut helps your body better absorb nutrients, especially protein, calcium, and magnesium, all essential for muscle and bone strength. Greek yogurt is also a great source of calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin D, which work together to maintain strong muscles and help prevent fractures. Enjoy it as a midday snack or light meal. For a bonus boost, top it with ground flax seeds, walnuts, or blueberries. It's not just good for your gut, it's a daily tool to help your body use more of what you eat to stay strong, steady, and nourished. 7. Fatty fish, omega-3s, that help your muscles actually use protein. You might already know that fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, and tuna are great for your heart. But did you know they also help your muscles use protein more effectively? These fish are rich in EPA and DHA, 2 highly active forms of omega-3 fatty acids. Unlike plant-based omega-3s, EPA and DHA work directly at the cellular level to enhance your muscles' sensitivity to protein. That means even if you're eating enough protein, your body can make better use of it, especially important after 60, when muscle response starts to decline. EPA and DHA also fight inflammation, which is a silent enemy of muscle repair. Inflammation slows recovery, increases soreness, and gradually contributes to muscle breakdown. By calming that internal stress, omega-3s help create the ideal environment for strength to return. Fatty fish are also a natural source of vitamin D and selenium, both critical for muscle function and immune resilience, 2 things that matter more with every passing decade. Aim for 2 to 3 servings per week, baked, grilled, or lightly steamed. Avoid heavy frying or excess salt to keep the benefits high. It's not just about protein intake, it's about giving your body the right tools to actually build with it. Fatty fish do exactly that. 8. Lean protein, the everyday foundation for strength after 60. No matter how many superfoods you try, one thing remains constant. Lean protein is the foundation of every muscle-supporting meal, especially for adults over 60. Why? Because as we age, our ability to process and utilize protein becomes less efficient. That means your body may need more protein, more consistently, just to maintain the muscle you already have, let alone rebuild what's been lost. Lean proteins like chicken breast, turkey, eggs, tofu, beans, lentils, and low-fat dairy deliver the essential amino acids your body needs to repair and grow muscle tissue. Unlike high-fat meats, these sources are easier on the heart and lower in inflammation-triggering compounds. But here's the key. Timing and consistency matter just as much as the amount. Experts recommend aiming for 15 to 25 grams of protein per meal, spaced evenly throughout the day. That steady supply helps keep your muscles nourished, your energy stable, and your metabolism active. A boiled egg at breakfast, grilled chicken or lentils at lunch, tofu stir-fry at dinner. These simple choices create a rhythm that your body can rely on. Lean protein isn't flashy, but it's powerful. Day by day, bite by bite, it forms the solid foundation your strength is built on. 9. A balanced daily meal plan. Your muscle-friendly routine from morning to night. Knowing what to eat is one thing, but turning knowledge into a simple, daily routine, that's where the real change happens, especially when it comes to rebuilding strength after 60. A balanced meal plan ensures your muscles get steady fuel from sunrise to bedtime without relying on supplements or drastic diets. Breakfast. Start strong with a bowl of plain Greek yogurt, topped with blueberries and a tablespoon of ground flax seeds. This gives you protein, fiber, antioxidants, and gut support, all before 9 a.m. Lunch. Create a warm, energizing grain bowl using quinoa, grilled chicken or lentils, steamed greens, and a sprinkle of walnuts. This combination delivers complete protein, healthy fats, magnesium, and iron to keep you steady through the afternoon. Snack. A simple boiled egg and a handful of walnuts make a great between-meal boost, supporting blood sugar stability and muscle maintenance. Dinner. Enjoy baked salmon or sardines with roasted vegetables and a side of quinoa or brown rice. Rich in omega-3s and protein, this meal helps prepare your muscles for overnight repair. Evening. Before bed, a small bowl of cottage cheese offers slow digesting casein to support overnight recovery. This isn't just a meal plan. It's a gentle daily rhythm to rebuild strength, improve energy, and support your independence, one nourishing bite at a time. Conclusion. That morning moment, when your legs hesitate or your hand trembles, can feel discouraging. But here's what many people don't realize: that weakness isn't your body failing. It's your body calling for help. It's easy to misread subtle changes as signs that you're just getting old. But often, these are gentle signals, not warnings of decline, but invitations to rebuild. Muscle loss isn't a verdict, it's a message. And that message is, feed me, move me, support me. You haven't lost strength forever. It's simply gone quiet, waiting for you to notice. With small changes, a more intentional breakfast, a handful of walnuts, a short daily walk, your body will respond. Not because you're reversing time, but because muscle is one of the most resilient systems we have, even in our 70s, 80s, or 90s. So the next time you feel a little slower or a little off, don't see it as defeat. See it as a prompt. Because your strength didn't disappear. It's just waiting for you to bring it back to life. If today's video spoke to you, don't wait for a perfect moment. Start with your next meal. Whether it's adding a scoop of Greek yogurt, a handful of walnuts, or swapping white rice for quinoa, each choice sends your body a message. I'm still building. Subscribe for more science-backed, senior-friendly guidance on aging well. And remember, strength doesn't come back by chance. It comes back with care, consistency, and a fork. Let's rebuild, one nourishing bite at a time.